The Indian Army is set to receive a weapon that cannot be seen, yet has the power to bring an adversary to its knees. The Defence Acquisition Council recently granted approval for 5,150 crore procurement of Dharashakti, an electronic warfare system developed by the Defence Research and Development Organization. Unlike tanks or missiles that dominate headlines, this capability operates in the invisible realm of waves and frequencies, targeting the lifeblood of modern command and control. At its essence, Dharashakti cuts off an enemy's ability to talk, listen and coordinate. It intercepts radio chatter, identifies where transmissions originate, and then jams those frequencies so effectively that hostile radios, radars and drones fall silent. Simultaneously, it shields friendly communications from enemy interference or eavesdropping, ensuring Indian forces retain seamless links even as opponents are driven into radio blackout. The rationale for Dharashakti is straightforward. Modern militaries depend on a network of sensors, drones and encrypted radios to track movement, call in fire support and share intelligence. Any disruption, whether a garbled message or a lost drone feed, can shift momentum in hours or even minutes. By dominating the electromagnetic spectrum before units engage, Dharashakti denies adversaries that edge and preserves India's own tactical advantage. The heart of the system lies in three interlinked functions. The first is electronic support, a scanning capability that listens across broad frequency bands from the low-range VHF radios up to high-frequency microwave links. Sensitive receivers pick up even faint signals, and a set of directional antennas calculates the bearing and distance to the source, much like finding the direction of a distant shout. Once a target is located, electronic countermeasures take over. Transmitters emit disruptive noise or carefully crafted false signals on the same frequency, drowning out the original transmission. Should the adversary switch channels or alter encryption, the system's adaptive software detects the new pattern within seconds and retunes its jamming output, making simple frequency hopping tricks ineffective. A third layer, communication protection, ensures that friendly units remain connected. This layer encrypts outgoing traffic and filters incoming signals to block any unintended interference, preventing our own jamming efforts from spilling over and disorganizing battlefield communications. The design keeps all modules, scanners, jammers, data processors working in harmony under a central control unit. Dharashakti is packaged in roll-on, roll-off shelters mounted on standard logistics trucks. Each 4-member crew can deploy antennas, power units, and the command console in under half an hour. Mobility allows rapid repositioning to back up advancing formations or seal gaps along vulnerable supply lanes. Ruggedized hardware withstands desert heat, mountain dust storms, and coastal humidity without a drop in performance. Development was led by DRDO's Electronics and Radar Development Establishment, with core signal processing algorithms crafted at the Defense Electronics Research Laboratory. Production, integration and field hardening were handled by Bharat Electronics Limited and private sector partners. The Army Signal Corps guided requirements throughout, ensuring the system slots directly into existing brigade-level command posts. On the battlefield, Dharashakti promises to fracture enemy coordination long before frontline units clash. Supply convoys will lose real-time tracking. Artillery observers will struggle to call in fire missions, and drone operators will find themselves blind. Even isolated platoons risk losing the ability to request immediate medical evacuation. In effect, the weapon creates an electronic curtain that protects India's forces while rendering opposing commanders deaf, dumb and directionless. As the first units prepare to receive Dharashakti, attention is already turning to future enhancements. Planned upgrades include the ability to hijack enemy drone video feeds and spoof satellite navigation signals, transforming adversary equipment into unwitting allies. By taking control of the electromagnetic battlefield, India's silent weapon will define the next era of modern warfare.